But the people that are probably programming are bigger brains than me, but all the luck and may the best guy win, I guess, on that whole thing. All right. I get to take the floor.
Should you swing it over to Joby?
It's Joby, right? So I apologize. So first of all, I apologize. My voice has gone to crap this week because on top of being daddy daycare, with daycare being closed and watching over my son, whatever he gets, I get. So I'm losing my voice. It's a thing. Here we go. I'll take it from there, though. This one, actually, Corey sent me the link, but we actually were looking at this at the exact same time. Joby Aviation, their electric air taxi, completes a 150-mile flight. Caveat. It was in a big circle. Now, I don't really want to take a lot away from them because as we covered Joby before, they do good things. They're looking to enter this marketplace. They did have a flight time for 1 hour and 17 minutes. So that's a cool thing for them. And they did 11 laps of a predetermined circuit. Not exactly the biggest challenge in the world, but nonetheless, it flew, which is great. It's got some merit to it. So there's a small video here. We're just going to play a little bit of this video, and then we'll talk about what we saw.
Yeah. Arming. Okay, coming up.
So quiet. That's because I have the volume turned down, by the way.
Today is a really big day for electric flight. Vertical takeoff and landing, it all happened here.
Just incredibly proud to be a part of this team that's put this together. Both on the flight test side, we have an amazing flight test team, but also just the incredible engineering talent we have. When you've got exceptional people like we have at Joby, then you do exceptional things. We've redefined possible here at Joby. We've shown that with the right people and the right team and the right technology, we can do what everyone else thinks is impossible.
All right, so first off, congratulations to their team. They've got the thing flying, and it looks good. Not gonna lie, looks good. It's unmanned right now, but if we look at the specifications for this thing, and if I was gonna herald something, I would like to see this thing take off from one place and go to another airport, land, and actually construct a flight as it would be used in the role that it's meant for. So flying around in circles, well, still great. I'm gonna be very, very, very obscene here and say something. I can do that with my DJI drone. Okay, I can literally put it on a pre-programmed flight, and it's just, this is on a scale of achievement. I don't know if this is the one. I don't know what's your feelings on it there, Corey.
Well, I mean, trying to keep it in perspective, of course, yeah. Seeing a flight that would be taking off from some sort of airport, with a simulated passenger weights on board, of which I know they had a bunch of sensors on board too. And then going somewhere in a quote, real world scenario. I mean, the thing to keep in mind, I guess it did travel 150 miles, I guess, as it flies, distance traveled. It did seem as though it didn't make any mini altitude changes. I'm thinking to myself, when I'm looking at this, I see, okay, Joby made a 150-mile flight. That's distance traveled. It's all electric, of course. Right. So I'm thinking, okay, how much endurance are we talking? Is that the complete, fully charged? What are the things? It looked like a pretty nice day, calm weather. Again, that didn't really look like any altitude changes while it's doing the circuits, 11 circuits there. So again, I'm just trying to extrapolate, however bluntly, how well its endurance is, for what they claim.
Right.
And I am curious how much energy is left, and what other things can we glean from the details. Notwithstanding any of that, It is, unless I'm mistaken, it's one of the longest flights done by such a vehicle, electric, that's public, right? So as far as we can tell. So again, I'm not taking that away from them for sure. But for me, I just would like to know a little bit more about the particular flight that what happened. So,
right.
But that's my take.
And one of the things that they do have here, right? We want to look at their specifications because look, we're not trying to super knock them here. We're just trying to get
no.
If you're gonna do a dog and pony thing for someone investing, you want to know what you're investing in and what your real specifications are and what your capabilities are, right? Especially in this role. And when you look at this right now, they still say 1 pilot, 4 riders. I want to know what their actual lift capability is. That's what I want to know.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, what kind of payload do we have?
What do we got for payload? We say 200 mile an hour top speed, which we call in the business a VNE. Okay, what's its cruise? Right. I want to know what are we cruising at? What's its maximum range speed? So where do we fall in that?
Endurance at cruise speed, like.
So for
what are we talking?
Right. So for something that I see that's just going to get up and fly in a circle, I want to know the hardcore facts. Me as a pilot, me as an aviator, I want to know what I can capably do with the aircraft. It looked great when it was flying. It was also unloaded at the time.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but EHang has an advantage on them right now because EHang actually has people on board their aircraft at this level, and Joby doesn't. So, I mean, great investor optics. Looks really good. Not going to lie. Okay. They're putting out some great looking stuff. And on the surface, that's, I guess, what it's supposed to do is garner your attention as an investor and wet your whistle. But it's time to get past the wet the whistle part and get into the real specifications of what this thing can do. And I'd like to know, can we do icing? Can we not do icing? Is it capable? I know those are some of the questions that I have because they took a perfectly good VFR day and they flew this thing in a big circle.
Yeah, no, that's effectively the same thing.
Yeah.
Same things I wanted to know. Like, what's the details? I mean,
show me more, right? Show me a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm. You have my attention. What else can you tell me? Kind of thing. But,
and even in the article, it says, granted, it doesn't sound too impressive, but they're saying it's among one of the longest flights. Okay, that's
yeah.
Okay, maybe more. Maybe give me. Let me see this thing punch in it.
Just give me the details, like how close to spec was the weights and what speed are we flying at, and what altitude, what density altitude we talking? Like, what performance figures can I really pull from this?
Ooh.
I mean, I can't pull anything hardly out of it. The way what we have.
You're getting harder than I was.
I'm just saying, like, again, for how far along they are, and I don't mean to. I mean, that's literally right. They're pretty far along. They've claimed a lot of things. I just am curious to know what is it? Like, tell me I'd be interested in the facts. So yeah, I don't know.
Right. I get it.
It might be proprietary still at this time, so I don't know.
Well, if you're at the point right now where you're raising money at the rate that they are, though, I think you should have an idea as a qualified investor what you're actually getting for your money. I would want to know that. And maybe the people that are investing aren't, I don't consider them to be aviation neophytes where they don't know anything. I would like to think that they're qualified investors. I'd like to think that they're getting their money's worth. And I'd also like to think.
Yeah, I mean, we know Toyota's in on it, and I'm sure they have consultants and they know what they need to know. Uber's air flying division, they're in on it too, and they were in that same kind of space, so. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. All right. We got a couple other things in chat, but hey, folks, remember, like, subscribe, follow. Let us know what you think below. For being too hard on Joby and Joby, let us know. Joby. Let us know. Joby. We don't really mean to, again, we're not here to disrespect people. We're here to get the most information we can on what they're capable of. They're putting things in the air. They're letting people invest in it. Give us hardcore numbers. Let us know what we're actually getting ourselves into. And that's important. So before we go into the next thing,